Now, at least 94,000 matriculants have taken part in their final exams. Particularly in Limpopo this year. The province is the worst performing in terms of results with a 72% pass rate. Most of the matriculants would have been in grade 10 when COVID-19 hit in 2020, and they would have been among the first to take part in online and remote learning. They are also beginning exams with a return to blackouts. Let's hear what the plan is to get them through this. I'm joined by Limpopo Education MEC Mavhungu Lerule-Ramakhanya. MEC, thank you very much for your time here on eNCA. More than 94,000 sitting in Limpopo in particular. Tell us more about the load shedding part of it, especially. It's starting today from stage 2 and 3. How are you going to make sure that the lights stay on not only at schools but for pupils to be able to study?
Thank you very much, and good afternoon. I will want to confirm that today they have started. We have joined the rest of South Africa. As Limpopo, we did not have load shedding, and we are hoping that we should be able to continue like this. But secondly, on schools where we have got subjects that needs lights, which is technology, we have got plans that we have done. You will remember that even during trial, we had to have generators. We had to have plans that says, how do we deal with this? But secondly, most of the schools that we are looking at, especially high enrolled schools, as part of the program to make sure that we improve and we change the narrative of the Limpopo province, we are doing evening classes. And that's where the studies are being monitored by the principals and the educators. So it means that in our schools where we have got generators and we've got other ways of lighting, that means our students are getting support in terms of studying where they are. So that those are the plans that up to so far I can confirm that we have as a province.
All right. Well, it's a good thing to have the generators at the school to give the pupils the option, but also, MEC, the safety at schools. Have you beefed up security to ensure that, those who are being malicious don't make it into the school? Because, load shedding hits a community, right? And if the community suddenly sees that at a particular school there's a way of making sure that there's light, they might want to take chances. Security features?
Yes, I can confirm. Last year during our enrichment classes, we had churches that have volunteered to host the learners. And in some instances, you will have intimidators that will go and knock and intimidate the learners. Since we started that program this year, we have not had any incidences, and we are no longer having churches hosting them. They are within the schoolyards. So that then we have requested the parents of the learners that are not performing very well to give us support by monitoring that the learners are dropped off at the schools and the learners are being picked up at the schools. And up to so far, I can confirm the participation by both the parents and the learners themselves when it comes to this program. Remember, we work with the educators, we work with the parents to give them a plea to say, help us on this. But as you know, and you have indicated that the schedules are coming back, I'm sure what we are going to do is also to adjust to say, on the days that we are affected in the evening, there should be temporary measures put there. For us as the province to improve the results, we are not only starting the classes now, we have had enrichment classes running throughout the whole year. Yeah. So when we talk about plans, it will not be like for now when they are writing, it's a program that we have sustained throughout the year.
And of course, MEC, this is the same cohort. The class of 2023 also had an experience of, the COVID-19 days. For instance, during lockdown, I think in 2021, they were in grade 10 when, we were starting to come out of lockdown. But the year before that, when they were in grade 9, another important year, it was still quite tough in terms of the lockdown. How has the catch-up been in terms of the curriculum for them to reach what you need them to reach at the end of this year?
It has not been easy for this cohort, but what we did with the class of 2023 was that the extra lessons and the Saturday classes became part of their curriculum from January. So when you talk about extra lessons, it's not like we only started it to prepare for now. But also we monitored the term 1 results, term 2, term 3, and I can confirm that as much as when we were monitoring, they were going up. And that said that it means that the investment that we are doing with the schools was correct. We also looked at saying, how do we give maximum support? You'll know that our province, like you were indicating, we have got a very high number of grade 12 enrollment. So the support, we also focused on the high enrolled districts, and we made sure that the subject advisors in those districts get specialists to have classes with those students, so that then you make sure that you are not making a mistake when it comes to the subjects that are being done at the schools. And with that, I'm at a comfort now, looking at them this morning when I visited Texila, and I could see this is a school that has got 292 grade 12 sitting, and I could see in their faces that they were ready. And I just felt that we really need to relax and give them maximum support until they finish. So we'll keep on monitoring what is happening with the load shedding and what is happening with the schools, especially like you indicated, one, transport and security.
Yeah. All right, let's look at the results. Limpopo was among one of the lowest performing in the last year. And of course, we wish you all the best, and those pupils in particular who should make their parents proud in the province of Limpopo. But what is your wish in terms of what you want to achieve this year in percentage?
I thought really you'll congratulate us because we moved from the 60s to the 70s, and joined the rest of the provinces. Yeah. So really it was great. So the narrative that you keep on being the last really hurt sometimes, but we did our best. You'll remember that the class of 2022, our expectation was for them to reach 76%, and we went to 72. So currently, our wish and our plans and what we have pronounced for ourselves is 80%. And when we looked at the term 1, term 2, term 3 results, our grade 12 learners stayed within 75% and above in terms of the internal work that they were writing. And that is actually giving us comfort to motivate them further to say, if you were able to stay above 70s in your all the terms, that means you can still do it and do better. So we are still aiming high, and we are saying we do give you better bachelors in terms of content in our grade 12 examination.
Yeah, no, it was a huge improvement, and congratulations on that, MEC, and good luck for this year to yourself and the class of 2023. Limpopo Education MEC Mavhungu Lerule-Ramakhanya.